Hello, and welcome to Untold Stories, a podcast about lesser-known historical figures. I'm Zayden, and this is Tamir.
You may have heard about Marquis de Lafayette and his remarkable impact on the American Revolution as an immigrant. But did you know there was another immigrant who played a major role in the American Revolution? The patriot's name was Thaddeus Kosciuszko.
Who?
Yes, that's right. We're diving into the exciting story of Thaddeus Kosciuszko and his massive impact on the war.
Let's begin. According to many corroborating sources, including Britannica, National Park Service, Avery Museum, and IWP, Thaddeus Kosciuszko was believed to have been born on February 4th, 1746, in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Thaddeus Kosciuszko was enrolled in a prestigious Catholic high school run by Piarist fathers in Lubezau.
It's important to note that Thaddeus was born to a decently wealthy family, so he got a good education. During his childhood, he read many books from Greek philosophers like Homer and Virgil, as well as democracy from the works of a more recent philosopher named John Locke. In the 1760s, Kosciuszko studied mainly military subjects, and in 1766 was promoted to a role in the Polish military similar to the rank of lieutenant. In 1768, a civil war broke out in Poland, in which Thaddeus Kosciuszko's brother fought. Because of his love of democracy and sympathy for the colonists, his own country has just been through a war. Thaddeus Kosciuszko sailed to Philadelphia in 1776. He hoped that his knowledge of military strategies, topography, and engineering would benefit the colonies in the war.
Wow, that Thaddeus Kosciuszko guy does seem pretty cool.
Indeed.
But did you know that in the Americas, Thaddeus Kosciuszko played a major role in the American Revolution?
Whoa!
Indeed. In 1776, after he came to the colony of Pennsylvania, Thaddeus spoke little English, so he talked to Benjamin Franklin in French. Benjamin assigned him his first task to fortify Fort Billingsworth. Kosciuszko did not have a permanent house in the Americas either. In Philadelphia, he stayed only temporarily, and during the construction of Fort Billingsworth, he likely slept in tents or on the ground. Despite the setbacks, he was able to get attached to the Northern Continental Army.
The most notable contribution to the North Continental Army was at the Battle of Saratoga, which was the conflict he contributed to the most. Britannica didn't go into much detail about this, but the Institute of World Politics, IWP on the other hand, provided valuable information. During the Battle of Saratoga, he constructed Fort Bemis Heights. The fort helped Benedict Arnold's forces to advance and take down Bourgogn's army. This event is often described as a turning point in the Revolutionary War, as Bourgogn's defeat helped the colonists negotiate with France to get more soldiers. As General Horatio Gates stated after the war, "In my case, the great tacticians of the campaign were hills and forests, which a young Polish engineer was skillful enough to select for my encampments." He was recognized by Congress and given the rank of brigadier general and a small fortune. He put the small fortune into trust fund for the right of black slaves, powered by a relationship with Thomas Jefferson.
After the major event at Saratoga, Thaddeus Kosciuszko spent the next 3 years living in West Point, fortifying the defenses along the Hudson River. He also designed Fort Clinton. George Washington often praised Kosciuszko in his correspondence and unsuccessfully asked Congress to promote him. Despite spelling his name 11 different ways in his letters, including Kosciuszko, Kosciuszko, and Kosciuszki, in 1780, he spent 2 years living in the southern colonies, where he rescued Americans forced from British captivity twice by navigating them through rivers using his extensive topography knowledge. Sadly, while exploring his trench, Thaddeus Kosciuszko was stabbed in the buttocks during a failed trench-digging attempt. In 1782, once the war was all over, he sailed back to Poland.
All in all, Thaddeus Kosciuszko had such a remarkable impact on the war. The fact that his fascinating story is not given the recognition that it deserves is shocking. Without him, the Battle of Saratoga would probably have been lost without his exceptional battle tactics. The outcome of the war could have ended in a loss for the Continental Army. The main idea was that he played a crucial role in the war and is very underrated. I am Timur.
And I am Zayden.
Thank you for listening to
Untold Stories.
Untold Stories.